A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Imam Hassan Al-Askari was born in Medina on the 10th of Rabiul Akhir, 232 Hijri. Imam Hassan Al-Askari lived a short life, only 28 years, and in this short life he had to endure great sufferings by the hands of the Abbasi caliphs. But in spite of all that suffering and confinement under house arrest in Samarra, many students of Islam benefited from his God-gifted knowledge and later became scholars in their fields. He discussed with atheists of that age many times about the existence of God and the reasons for the necessity of the prophets and imams, and many atheists changed their minds and converted to Islam. One of those was Ishaq al-Kindi, who was writing a book about contradictions in Quran. Imam invited some of his students and taught them lessons from the Quran. These students of al-Kindi confronted their teacher and rejected his arguments about the contradictions in the Holy Book. Al-Kindi realized that these arguments could not have come from the brains of these young students. He asked them about the secret of their extensive knowledge of the Holy Book of Quran. In the end, they confessed that Imam Hassan Al-Askari alayhi salam taught them. Kindi himself became the student of our Imam, burnt his own writings on atheism, and later wrote many treatises on Islam. Imam Hassan Al-Askari also dictated many traditions of the Holy Prophet and recorded many explanations of the verses of the Holy Quran. One of the famous students of the Imam was Abu Ali al-Hasan ibn Khalid, who prepared a commentary of the Holy Quran which should be considered the work of the Imam himself. The Imam used to dictate its contents to Abu Ali, who went on writing the commentary. Scholars indicated that the book consisted of 1920 pages, in spite of the fact that the Imams had never given any cause for concern to the caliphs of his time. Their guilt in this matter was so great that they did not leave these pious personalities in peace. If they had no fear of their throne, they were afraid of the excellence and knowledge of the Imams. In the case of Imam Hassan Al-Askari alayhi salam, the same type of jealousy led to the poisoning of the Imam to end this life of a saint whose only activity was to teach Quran as the Prophet and his Ahlul Bayt taught before him. During the rule of Al-Mu'tamid, poison was given to the Imam mixed in some fruit, and he died on the 8th of Rabiul Awwal, 260 Hijri. He left only one son, whose name was Muhammad, who was only 5 years old when his father died. The Caliph Al-Mu'tamid himself attended the funeral prayers. When they all lined up and were ready to commence the prayers, Imam Hassan Al-Askari's brother, Ja'far, stood in front of the people to lead the prayer. Before he could commence the prayer, a 5-year-old boy came out of the house, went near his uncle, shook his shoulder, and told him, "Set aside, uncle, only an Imam can lead the funeral prayer of an Imam." His uncle Ja'far stepped aside, and this 5-year-old boy led the prayers. Immediately after the end of the prayer, he went inside his house and was not seen by his enemies, led by the Caliph Mu'tamid himself. Our 11th Imam was buried in the same house where he had died, by the side of his father, Imam Ali Nafi alayhi salam. By the passage of time, the place was transformed into a great shrine, and pilgrims from all over the Islamic lands came to pay their homage to the 2 Imams of the Ahlul Bayt who were buried there.